I come to you all with yet another orb video. The media has definitely tried to suppress the fact that these sightings are increasing. They're not decreasing at all. In fact, they're appearing all over the entire world. Listen, I am very serious about what I do, and doing this is what I want to do for a living. If you haven't yet watched my 4-part video series titled Michael Leonard Beyond the Veil, then I highly suggest that you watch it. It is 4 parts, and all 4 parts are currently on my YouTube channel. They were far too long to put on TikTok. But in that series, I get extremely personal, and you even get to see me without my mask. In that series, it talks about the many failed dreams of mine, and doing this for a living. I'm 45 years old now, and this is my final dream, and only you can make that happen. I promise we'll get to the video in just a moment, but just hear me out for a couple of seconds. I know that it gets extremely old hearing content creators saying this, but when you both follow and subscribe, then like the video, and especially share my videos, it helps my channel grow very fast. I am truly at your mercy of making this final dream of mine come true. Okay, enough about me. Let's get to the clip. I'm going to remain silent until the clip's conclusion.
We have a local story that pretty much tops that one. A crew on board a private jet spotted something high in the sky, and they shot this video of it, and they have no idea what they saw that night. Ari Odzer is joining us now from Fort Lauderdale with a first-hand account of this very bizarre sighting, Ari.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And there was definitely something in the sky that night. It was way too high to be a drone, moving way too fast and erratically to be a weather balloon. And the flight attendant who shot the video says several other aircraft reported seeing the same thing. The aerospace world is full of flying machines that we all recognize. But sometimes people see things in the sky that defy explanation.
It started as white, and then it just got green and almost like an electric, some type of energy around it.
Cassandra Martin is a flight attendant for Surjet, a private air service. On the night of December 23rd, she says she and 2 pilots were flying back to Fort Lauderdale in an empty jet high over the Bahamas when air traffic control sent a message.
When all of a sudden I heard traffic control say, "We have a foreign object, can you please identify?" I looked to the left, and pilot saw 3 objects. I only saw 1, and I grabbed my phone and I just pressed it to the window to see if I can get a video of what the object was. I don't know what it was, and then I zoomed in as much as the phone allowed me to, and the object was white, and then it turned slightly green, almost kind of like an electric field around it of some sort. And it stayed with us for about 45 minutes, and then we didn't see it again. And we were about 45,000 feet, and it was way above us.
What was the chatter like in the cockpit between you, the co-pilot, and the pilot as to what you were seeing?
I think we were astonished, and it was something that you really can't explain, but I don't have the qualifications to know what that is.
Having seen her video, what do you make of it?
Well, I think the video is compelling.
Brian Bender is a defense expert who works with a group founded by military pilots called Americans for Safe Aerospace. Any idea what that could be?
So, this video and this testimony rhymes a lot with a number of cases that we heard from military pilots going back even 10 or 15 years. And that is these orbs, or in some cases they called them tic-tacs. They were more sort of oblong in shape, but flying at very high altitudes, but then also being able to maneuver in ways that don't seem to make a lot of sense to us, at least as we know physics.
Was it a little bit eerie? Yes, because again, we were pretty high up, and whatever we saw was even higher than us, and it had the capability just to zigzag and change color. So that was a little, daunting to say the least. But it was also something fascinating that I was able to see and capture with my phone.
And she'll never forget that. Brian Bender, by the way, says the Pentagon has an office which investigates these sightings, and he says it's imperative for national security and for aviation safety that they figure out what these things are. We're live at Executive Airport. Ari Odzer, NBC.
So there you have it. The mysterious orbs. The anomalies that the media is claiming has gone away. It hasn't. And to this day, the Pentagon, the most powerful nation on planet Earth, they have yet to tell us anything, except we are aware that they are there, and that at this time, we do not believe that they pose any danger to us. Hence the phrase, at this time. To me, that's them basically saying, they haven't done anything yet, so they probably won't in the future. But I do want to point out that this video, it is for entertainment purposes only. Nothing that I have said is true. I am making this all up, just to entertain my followers. Yeah, that's right. You all understand the deal here. I do find it very odd, though, that these orbs, though they have been seen for decades now, but what's weird is that how significantly they have increased in numbers when the United States had given the green light to use the long-range missiles that they had provided to Ukraine to use against Russia. By doing that, we entered a time where a nuclear conflict could break out at any moment. Could have the nuclear threat have been the reason why these things suddenly showed up in massive numbers? And at that point, given the gravity of the situation, the aliens, if you will, said, listen up, we are here, and we will reveal ourselves, basically a show of force, to put an end to the nuclear threat. So now, with President Trump in office, I can guarantee you that these massive wars, they are going to come to an end. Just look at Israel, for example, and the hostage situation there. Sure, Trump wasn't technically the president yet, but it was him and his firm warning that got the deal done. The Biden administration had absolutely nothing to do with that. It was Trump, and Trump alone. It's amazing that how much other countries will actually respect a country, depending on their president. So perhaps, if the nuclear threat was the real reason behind the massive sightings of these orbs, the drones, they were obviously us. We were probably using those drones to both observe the orbs and to put more things in the sky, to confuse the public and make us believe that that was all it was. Drones. But it wasn't. I know it, you know it, and frankly, just to put it bluntly, everyone knows it. So will the sightings of these orbs now die down? Tell me your thoughts in the comments below. Listen, I work very hard on these videos and have taught myself everything that I know. And paying for dozens of apps to make that happen, it truly hurts me financially. Please, if any of you would be so kind, my Cash App is listed in the description of the video. And if you are watching from TikTok, my Cash App is the $ and then Michael Leonard 183. I would be ever so grateful for whatever donation you may be able to provide to me. But please do not donate unless you can afford to do so. I myself, I live on Social Security because of all my medical problems. So I know what struggle is like. And if I ever make it big on here, in all honesty, I would probably give out more of my own money to you guys, instead of spending it all on myself. Life has humbled me. Just watch that 4-part series I have on YouTube, Michael Leonard, Beyond the Veil. I got extremely personal in that video series. I truly wanted you to understand who I am and why, and if you watch it, you'll get all of that, and then some. So, has this video earned a like, perhaps a share, a comment, or a follow and a subscription? And if you're really kind and want to truly support me, how about do all of that? It will help me get to where I want to go. I may be the brains of this operation, but you're the heart that keeps the brains alive. I mean it, guys. The kind messages that you all have been sending me, it truly touched my heart, and words cannot explain how grateful I am for every single one of you. But that is all for now. I love you all. This is Michael Leonard signing off.